Hello and welcome to Warden Screen. My name is Vyacheslav, and today I tell you a short review about Second Edition of Cairn, PDF version. If you don't know, Cairn is a simple role-playing game. First edition rulebook looks like this. Second will be bigger, yeah, and more deep. In first edition we have simple character sheet that show you entire game mechanic faster. You have free stats, some armor, hit protection, notes, and inventory. And it's all that you need for the game. You just roll damage, don't strike, don't attack, just roll damage and go to attack faster. Second edition still not send it as boxes, printed version, but already send it as PDF. And also if you miss the Kickstarter project, you right now can go to pre-order store on Kickstarter and sell your own copy anyway. So finished box will include box, sadly PDF version have not box, yes, and free players handbooks. It's really fine, because you can give one rule book for every of your player, or for, you know, pair of two players to, you know, check the rules fast. A big pack of character sheets, master Warden rulebook, Warden Screen, like master screen. I don't like these things, but it's helpful anyway, helpful sometimes. Adventure anthology that have 3 adventures and one more adventure book separated, yeah, like bonus. So let's start from character sheet. It's a simple way to find differences between first and second edition. Hop, I open it. Here you can see most the same. You have still 3 stats and hit protection. It's like 4 stats. Best place for your character face, for status, for armor, but now we have not only inventory, like in first edition, but also petty items. It's cool. Petty items, it's little items like case, letters, yeah, stuff that don't have a lot of place in your inventory, but still must be recorded into list. It's fine. Also, you can see here, in the first edition, we have 3 types of coins: golden, silver, copper. And here we have just one, only golden, it's fine. I liked this idea. Actually, my favorite way to calculate money is like it's the one thing role-playing game where we just have not money. It's, I think, best way. This marketing coins operation is so boring for me. If you like it, it's not a problem, but I think it's very boring. Let's go back to the list. Now we have not only notes, but also traits, bonds, and omens. Traits, it's your character description, and bonds and omens, it's different reasons that put you into adventure life. It can be helpful to your campaign, to your master, to find some final target for your character, and for you to understand your character too. Now let's go to the master screen to check how many helpful information we can find here. But let's start from the corner. It have a big artwork, of course, as any screen like this, and it's really beautiful. Look at this, it has style. It's very fairy-tailing stuff. Also, you can see same artwork on the covers of both guides. Inside we have helpful information, yes, Cairn is simple, so we can see all information and it's not small, yes. Here we have the marketplace prices for stuff like armor, weapon, and some hiring or recovery ways, room on board. Game procedures like options to level up by scars. Rules summary. I think any character sheet also have on the back side rule summary too, because it was in first edition and it must be in second edition too. Sadly, in the PDF version we can check it. More procedures like dungeon event wilderness events, some information about combat. Combat here have differences, you can see. In the first edition I don't remember that we have this old school rule for a declaration of actions in the one moment. I think it's a feature of second edition. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I played in the first edition wrong, but I think it's a new feature. It's fine. It's make combat more tactical, because now your characters can, you know, attack in the one moment one monster, but he can die from first attack, and it's miss the extra turns for some players. So players must check: will we fight against the monster that have wounds, or will we try to deal damage to something else? Yeah. And one more really fine and helpful table with NPC. It helps you to create fast NPCs with names, background, and even goals. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it's so hard sometimes to fast create the name. Now let's go to player handbook, one of them. Actually in PDF we have only one because you can just send different PDFs for different players. Let's go. In first edition rulebook was thin. Yes, I need to check. It's like exactly less than 20 pages. Less than 20 pages. Really small, really thin book. Now it's bigger. It's have a 86, I think, pages. Yes, and it's important. Like half of them, it's information about backgrounds. We'll go to it later. I think it's a fine moment in second edition too. Start the same, not the same, but close to first edition. It's about philosophy, principles, character creation. In character creation now you can see the table with backgrounds. You must roll the background to understand what your character doing in the past. And we have like 20 backgrounds. I don't tell it. Cairn have not classes, yes, not like Dungeons and Dragons. Your character skills depend on your character equipment. So you can be a fighter and then move your armor and sword, get the hat and wand and become the wizard. Why not? And the same for second edition. But in first edition you can choose like not background, but maybe it's background, and it's a number of starting items, or you can get random items. Here you choose background, not get random items, and this background's more deeper. So in first edition backgrounds give you only items. Here you have some specific traits, some specific skills sometimes. Background is different, and if we go and check at least one of them, Barber Surgeon. This guy improved himself. So you have the two tables to choose two extra traits of your background, and you can, make one of your foot as metal. So if in first edition your background is just a word, here your background actually slightly change your gameplay. Not critical, but change. One more class, I think it's Hex and Bane. Yeah, he have ability like paladins and old school D&D have. Yeah, it's WoW. You can get the WoW like Mercy or Charity and have some specific abilities by half of them. But if you broke it, you will have the penalty and it will be painful. Like Honesty will provoke you to lose d4 of one of your stats. It's dangerous, So yes, the biggest part of player book is the backgrounds, when we have a lot of more information about gameplay, combat, level up, magic, some about procedures like exploration and downtime. And last two pages is about Vault, the setting of the Cairn. In first edition we have not setting in the rulebook, here we have. It's short information, and in the end you can see that we can read more about Vault in the Warden's Guide. Fine. And now we don't go to Warden's Guide, we start from Adventures, because it's interesting. Yeah, actually you can just read the player handbook, this one, player guide, its names, and start to play. You don't need information from Master Guide to run the adventures. First adventure is a travel in Twin Lakes. It's interesting, have some mysteries to resolve, and of course some encounters to fight for characters. And it's just one adventure in one book. I will not spoil the plots of this. Second book with adventures here in the starter set is first anthology of adventures. It have 3 adventures, and it's refined that 2 of them is have different vibe, but it's about exploration of some location, some dungeon with different levels. But last one, third one, is a hex crawl, is a sandbox with the map, and you need to travel in some locations. It's fine because when you start playing, and you need to learn how different can be adventures, and each anthology have different types. It's really cool for new players, especially. Not only for new, but for new especially. And now last part is Warden Guide, and it's really fine. It's have a looks like I made a lot of work to get different helpful master skills into not so big book. It have 200 of pages, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. Yeah, 200 of pages and 3 sections: world building, warden tools, and advice and examples. But actually, previous two sections have examples too. World building, it's a guide and also a lot of helpful tables to create a location for your adventure. Yeah, it help you to choose the culture of region, some factions, target of factions, make them more live, and also have the interest method to create the topography of place. When we will see the forest, river, city, all this stuff. Again, it's have a lot of tables, the method to create the location, and guide how to make it more realistic, more fun to play. Next section about tools, it's again a lot of guides and tables for different stuff. First one is bestiary. It's fine and beautiful. Look at this monster artwork. I really sense like it's some old school stuff, and I remember some old books when I look at this. And also, of course, have the guide how to create monsters, how to grow up your characters, how to create spells, and list of spells, and stuff like this. Very helpful to make your characters adventure easier. And all of this creation of monster, level up of the stuff with examples. Level up, it means level up like in more other games. Characters can have not experience, they can get a scar to upgrade something, and also can find new items and learn new skills, like new paranormal abilities. It's one of the ways to upgrade characters. Last part have again a lot of helpful tables and guides, have more examples, question and answer section, and one moment that I clearly don't understand actually, because when I read the player book, I go to the last part, I check information about the setting, and I see that I can't find information about setting in the master guide, Warden guide. I go to Warden guide and I start to read the book. Yeah, not read the entire tables, but I read the information. And by some reason, the setting in the end of the book, I'm not sure it's a good decision, because it's really interesting. When I open the Warden guide, I firstly want to have information about the vault. And this information looks like slightly hidden. I mean, it can be like a separated section, in like force big section to easily find it. But anyway, it's good that we have it here. It's have information about vault, information about fractions, religions, calendar, holidays, and how this world actually exists, how people live here, how build cities. It's not big, not a really big tome with just 20 pages, but it's very helpful and interesting 20 pages. And now I can tell you what I think about Second Edition of Cairn. I think it's great. It's perfect actually. Its box can be a cool gift for new group of players, like 3-person will get really perfect gift. This hacked with 3 players books, it's like the Tarsus and Kickstarter if I remembered, but it's very well. Yeah, you can give for each of your players the book. Fine. Yeah, nobody will fight for a book with information about rules. The Warden guide have information that you really need. Information about creating new adventures, create new monsters, and information about setting. Box have the 4 adventures, so you will spend a lot of time to play through them. And also a big pack of lists and stuff like this, master screen. It's all helpful too, and fine. Also system is simple, so again it's cool for new players. For new players, for experienced player group, it's still well, because sometimes you don't want to make homework when you create your characters, and in Cairn you can create characters really fast. Roll like 4, 5, no more than 10 d6 dice, and if you use applications, it will be even faster, like in 2 clicks, and you're ready to play. Fine. So I like the system, and I really want to get my Kickstarter box faster and open it and touch these books by hands. Thank you for watching up to the end. If you like this video, please support me by leave a comment, press the like button, or subscribe to the channel. Have a nice games and have a nice day. Bye!